Well, hey, it's Thursday night. Welcome. It's Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Welcome to your good girlfriends. Hello, hello. Hey, Crystal. Hi. Welcome. Hey, girls. Hey. Welcome. Welcome. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Y'all ready for the spring? Spring is here. It's a little cold outside in Maryland. Hey, y'all.
It's okay, Crystal.
I think it's a wave button, Crystal. Hey. Hey, Miss Kiana. Shantae. Hey. Hi. Hello. Bree Bumblebee. Good evening. Hi, love. Hey.
Thank you,
Crystal. Hey, y'all. Oh, thank you. We finally got a wardrobe team.
Thank you. All right, Hands is in the building. We in the building. Check out the site.
I wish we had a wardrobe team. We be in here mixing and maxing.
Jules by Right Hands.
Y'all should see us in here struggling before 9 o'clock to get it together.
Boom,
yes. Boom. Hey. It is definitely winter all over again. I thought we had finally broke into spring.
I know.
But, hey, Amber's mom. Hi. Yes, we do. We do have 6 seasons. Bring back out the
in real life,
the puffy.
You can't get comfortable too quick. You out here breaking out shorts. I saw people with shorts this weekend. I'm like, wait a minute. Did I mix up my wardrobe?
Don't get comfortable. You can't get comfortable until around June, July. That's when you can start getting comfortable.
June.
Yeah. Till then,
April, May a little tricky.
Mess around and catch pneumonia out here in these DC streets. Hey, y'all. How y'all feeling about this topic tonight?
Man,
we had to say a prayer.
We did have to say a prayer.
How y'all feeling about this topic?
We had to let us know some Jesus juice this week because he was like, we digging deep.
I know we
digging deep.
We ain't want to touch no souls, you know.
But I mean, it's good though. You need good girlfriends to just touch on some things though.
Ooh,
I mean, really.
Yeah.
Because this is stuff folks ain't talking about.
And that's the thing.
We're trying to save lives.
We are trying to save lives.
Sure.
And we are definitely trying to bring awareness.
Thank you. Earrings by Ray Hess. Check out the site. Go. And body chain. It goes down to your navel.
Oh, yeah. The body chains are something serious.
Yes.
I need those body chains for the summertime.
It's the ladies' secret weapon. I'm trying to tell you. Serves all purposes. Get you one. All purposes. Get you one.
Hey. Yes. Welcome. Hey, y'all. Welcome.
Yes.
Hey. Okay.
Well, let's get into it.
Let's get into it, honey.
Are you ready?
I don't know. This topic I had to pray about because, it's a little... How about we just get started? Hey.
She said, can you pin out the jewelry page?
Oh, on the site. Let me see. Let me see. What is it? It is...
www.
I gotcha.
Okay.
It's coming, y'all. It's coming. Let's see if this works.
That's okay. You can tag it into the post once we repost this video.
There we go.
Okay.
It's pinned.
All right, cool. We did it.
So all the jewelry, Shahir has an amazing jewelry line at arrayheads.com.
Yeah, I'm constantly updating.
Okay, let's get started. You ready with our signature?
Let's get ready.
Hey,
welcome to Your Good Girlfriends.
Thursday night. Your Thursday.
I thought we'd be like Wayman and them.
Listen, I was trying to get it 5 minutes ago.
And a twist.
She stopped me. That's our little signature coming. Hey.
Yes, she does. Amber does. Yes.
What happened?
Amber got a good jewelry haul today.
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Ladies that received your packages today, we would love to hear from you. Send us a video. Shout us out. Let us know if you received your packages today. Our good girlfriends from season 3. Yes, packages were delivered and received. I got a couple of videos. Would love to see more if you got them. Yes, Amber did buy everything. Okay, so let's get into it.
All right, so this week's topic, we were talking to each other, and we were feeling some kind of way because we had to do a recap of season 3 and season 2 to see where we were going. And we kept hearing this whole 90-day, 60-day, I want it now, I want it now.
Yeah.
And we were like, why you gotta have it now? Do you not know what the consequences of trying to jump on it, sit on it right now comes with, right? And then George, shout out to George, it is George, he mentioned something about his seed. What did he say about that seed? He said, your DNA. He was like, you have to be careful who you share your DNA with.
He said men. He said women. He hears more women, what is it? Like they're more accustomed to being the one, like, I don't want to have sex right away. I want to save it. I want to hold it. I'm not just going to give it up. It's worth this. I'm too much, whatever. I'm worth too much, whatever, to just give it away, all that great stuff. But he was making the point that men should have that same attitude because you are literally spreading your love all around too. And you just don't want any random person having your seed or your DNA or your child. So you should be just
decide,
so you should be just as mindful, basically, as women. And he doesn't see many men being as mindful as women. It's more women
dropping seeds out here with randoms. It's like you're about to create a whole lineage with some random 60-day, 90-day chick that you just didn't even want to strap up with because you just wanted a oochie coochie la la la.
Yeah.
Okay.
And get caught up.
So that was season 3 to answer Bree Bumblebee last season 3. I don't know which one that episode
was. Get It Together. Get It Together. Yep, it was one of the last episodes of season 3. It's still on my page. You can go find it. But I
really
think
good episode. He definitely dropped some jewels and some gems. All right, so we're gonna start. So Till Death Do Us Part is tonight's topic. And Chanel, break the parallel down, please, because we talk about this.
So we had to come up with the title for tonight's episode. We were struggling a little bit, right? Because we didn't want to title it Baby Mama, Baby Daddy, right? We were just like, So I got to thinking, and I was like, so what is the thing about a baby mother or a baby father that just makes it so undigestible to think about being a baby mother or being a baby father? And I was thinking, and I was like, maybe it's because it's a till death do us part type of thing, right? So when we think about getting married, we think about marrying a man or a woman and thinking about forever, right? Our spouses being married to them, becoming one and all that great stuff. So technically, when you say these vows, it's till death do us part, right? But then when we are just casually dating, we tend to sleep with someone. And it doesn't matter if it's right away or down the line or whatever, but they're not our husband or our wife. But we'll have sex with someone or engage in sex with someone. And next thing you know, we're pregnant. We're pregnant. Or guys, for the guys, you have a woman that you're dating that's now pregnant, right? And so now that connection, because of you share that child together, that bond, that connection is a forever thing. So regardless if the man decides that he don't want no parts, right, and he just bounces, or if the woman decides, that, she don't want the man to be around and she could do this by herself as a single mom or what have you, at the end of the day, that is still that child's father and you are still that child's mama. And until one of y'all just completely I hate to say it, but
no longer on this earth.
Yeah, die off. Either you, the child, or the man. It's a death thing. Like it comes down to death.
It's not divorce. Forever. It's death.
They will forever be a part of your life.
Forever, ever.
Regardless if you want them there or not.
Right.
And I just think it's so crazy that we get caught up in these situations, right? Where we could potentially be a baby mama or potentially be, a mother to a child that, of a man that we're not married to.
Or don't want to be
with. And that is technically what till death do us part is supposed to be for. It's supposed to be for your husband or for your wife.
Right.
But yet, you can't get out of him being a baby father and you being a baby mama and that child being here. Like, that's a forever thing. But yet, you can get a divorce.
And
that
you don't have a kid.
I mean, even if you do have a child, you can still get a divorce and that can no longer be your husband. See, I'm doing the comparison.
Gotcha.
Right? Of being married, husband, wife.
Yeah.
And then being baby mama, baby daddy. And that's forever. Husband, wife is supposed to be forever.
But that ain't no longer. But what you attached to
is the child.
Right.
I mean,
and that's more like to death do you
forever.
Part. Yeah.
Yes, to death do us part. But then there's the option of divorce. Like, you can literally not be married to someone no more. You can go your way, they can go theirs. And it's just funny to me because marriage is supposed to be like the epitome of what we desire to want to have, right? With a man or a woman. It's like the ultimate thing. But it's so easy to get out of. Well, not easy, but there is a way out of it.
Right, but there's no way out of being a parent.
But there's no way out of being a parent. So that's technically what we came up with for tonight's episode, To Death Do Us Part.
Well, not just that. Because outside of having a child, you can carry someone with you. So that's the initial, that's the root. Which is what we always talk about is those soul ties. Because you can forever, the root is that you'll go back to somebody because something was so good. That sex was so good that you've connected yourself to somebody. And now you got all these somebodies that you're attaching yourself with. So that's another till death do you part. Because even if you marry, you going back, you like, ooh,
well,
you comparing.
No.
You comparing John
to
Jacob.
But even with the soul ties, you can untie a soul tie. That's something that you can get rid of. Like
you can, but you still think about it. I'm just saying.
Yes, but it's not the same.
Okay, so what is the same?
The same is that man that you don't F with no more is now a part of your life forever. You got to see him.
That's real.
Yeah, you got to see him. You got to co-parent with him. You know, you don't even like him for real.
So Cheryl says something here. Let's speak on that real quick.
What is it?
I know a lot of people who will say they don't want marriage or you don't need a husband to have a kid. That's a good point.
Yep.
So we talked about that too.
Yep.
But that's still till death do you part. Because that guy is going to be in their life forever. Because when that kid gets older, trust and believe, even though you've been an awesome mom, they're going to be like, who's my dad? And they're going to go look for them. They're going to try to figure out who their father is, whether they want a relationship with their father or not. They're going to look for him, even regardless. Okay, let's say that he's a sperm donor. Now, I feel like they still will be curious to figure out, like, who could this guy be? Who is this person? Because there's always, like, some missing piece, right? There is always, until death do you part. They're going to be curious. They're going to want to know who that real is.
Yeah. And I am, I'm reading this comment here from Amber saying that's so weird to me because I have no desire to be a single parent. Most people don't desire to be single parent.
No, I wouldn't even say that. Nowadays, people are out here having babies on their own and creating it, mixing it in a platter.
Sure, they are.
But do it on their own.
But what I'm saying is, I think it's because of... I think there's a reason. I don't think you just come and just be like, you know what, I ain't never getting married. I don't want no husband. I just want to have a child.
You gotten to a point.
Yeah, like I think something has taken you to that space. I don't believe it's
I can have a child all by myself.
I don't think anybody just says,
I can do this all by myself. I got the money.
I don't have any desire to get married. I don't want a husband.
Yeah,
I just want to go.
You got to that point.
Yeah, I don't think any woman wants that.
That is so true, Crystal.
Yes.
Yeah, nobody set out to be single and decide I want to be a whole wife by myself and marry myself and be by myself and have a child by myself.
Right.
I think that they really do, but something broke them so much that they realized that, you know what, I'm gonna just go ahead and I do want a child, but I don't want to wait for no dude to break me like so-and-so did. Right.
So we have here, you don't go into it thinking you're going to be a single parent. Things just happen.
Correct.
So that's, that things just happen part is exactly why we're talking about this tonight.
So things just happen. So moving forward past the soul ties, because the soul ties really are the root. We out here on this 60-day, 90-day. Oh, I got a vibe in the car. I met this person at the club tonight, and they just fine as heck. They smell good, look good. And I think I just want to just see what's going to happen. But that happen turned into something really happening. And now there's a possibility not only do you may have a child, but it may be something way bigger than a child, right? What is that? That could be something physical to you that you take on that you don't even realize that person has because you don't even know them, right? So I think that nowadays, even during this time period where we're sitting by ourselves in quarantine and we're sitting in here thinking and doing and maybe booed up with somebody in the house, in and out, whatever, we ain't got no place to go. We're trying to exercise the mind to make you think about, are you really worth it? I mean, because I know I'm bored a little bit. I might need a little massaging down below. But is it really worth a quarantineal? Because that's what you're going to have. A quarantineal.
Let me catch this comment.
Okay.
Bree Bumblebee says, from things I've heard, people have been so traumatized by relationships, but the desire to be a parent is still very present. Yes.
Wait on God. Wait.
Okay.
I just say wait. What? Go ahead.
Okay. So I would have to have a different opinion from Shahira.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. I feel like with women, yes, wait on God. That's ultimately what we want to do, right? We want to wait on God. But I feel like as women, we don't always have that time on our side. Like our biological clock is ticking.
Wait on God.
You know, we have sometimes infertility issues.
Wait on God.
You know, so there are some factors that play into people.
Yeah, but that's carnal. I think it's so carnal because I think we look at I think it's so carnal because I think we look into the world. We look it on TV. Oh, this, and you frantic. You're looking at all these things that happen. Oh, maybe I should do it this way. But there's a reason why everything happens the way it does in your life. And if you really trust the process, and you look at like, if I rushed this or if I did this my way, then maybe I shouldn't have been with this guy. And that's why I didn't get pregnant. Maybe I shouldn't be with this person. And maybe this is why this happened. God has a way of showing you things when you're not supposed to do it. So it didn't happen because it wasn't supposed to happen. So then you get with the next person and then you immediately get pregnant. And then everything's immediately happened because that's how it's supposed to be, right?
I understand.
And maybe you need to get over something. Go ahead.
I understand where you're coming
Just
from.
saying.
But you have to have more of an open mind. So
I'm saying have faith.
Everyone does not believe in God. Number one,
well,
everyone
believe in the universe. Whatever you do, believe in the source.
Faith.
And I'm saying God.
Some don't even believe.
God
so we
is the
have
universe.
to keep it very.
God is everything.
You know, we have to keep it very
surface
I'm here. And we have to think about all positions that people are in. You know, so
let's go back to some of these comments. What for your biological clock to expire? Laughing out loud. That was Crystal. I mean, we going down. I agree, but not everyone believes in God. That is true.
That's what I just said.
But I believe in it. I believe in timing. I believe in God. I believe that everything has its purpose and its timing in life. If you don't believe in timing in life, that's a problem because everything has a time. Everything has a purpose. Everything has a season. And regardless if it's God or not, I still believe that everything has a time and a purpose.
Okay, understood. But point here, who is to say that God is not in the midst of that type of decision?
He is. That's what I just said. God is in the midst of every decision. So when things don't go your way, you just got to be still and wait because that might not be it. You're trying to force something that is not it. That may not be the it. And that may be the reason why he sees ahead that, okay, you about to be a baby mother because that ain't the guy for you or that ain't the woman for you. So chill out, relax. Maybe I need you to start a business. Maybe I need you to chill out because in a couple of months, your job may fold and you may need that money to relocate. You just never know what's ahead of you. So there's things that happen in your life for a purpose and a reason. So to force something at a certain time, like a child, because you feel like, okay, I'm pushing 40. Maybe I need to go ahead and make this particular decision off of trying to become a mom. And maybe that ain't the plan for your life right now. God has a time. Look at okay, for those who don't believe, but in the Bible, it say Sarah, she had a baby at what age? Diana. All these women that have had children at a late age, and there are women now that are having late babies, it happens. It can happen for you. So I would not look at time as a pressure for yourself. That's just my personal.
No, I agree with everything you're saying. I'm saying that I am playing devil's advocate here because everyone is not a believer. Everyone's faith is not our faith. Everyone, have different outlooks, and so you have to be. You have to be sensitive to that.
I agree, Amber. And Amber has made a this is the comment that I stand on. I don't think it's selfish to have a child without another parent because the my life has shown.
I do. She said, I do think it's
selfish. I do think it's selfish. Let me rewind. I do think it's selfish to have a child without another parent because the data has shown us that children that come from single parent are at a disadvantage. And I agree. Not saying that there are women and men who raise children by themselves are not strong and do not develop great children, and they become to be, presidents of the United States, because there are things that happen in their lives, like a parent may pass away that make them a single parent. But in the cases where people really start out from the beginning, where they choose to be this way, I feel like the child is at a disadvantage because they don't have a good balance. So anyway, moving forward, what are you shaking your head for?
Because I don't necessarily, I don't agree. I don't. Because see, here's the thing. I could be a woman, because all the women on the live right now know that after 35, you become high risk for pregnancy. Those that have had children, know that after 35, you become high risk for pregnancy. That's not to say that you cannot have children, but there are a number of things that you have to go through, tests and blood work and all kinds of stuff that you wouldn't have had to gone through if you were under 35, right? So if you are over 35 and you are still desiring to be a mother, right? And you're not in a relationship, and you've gotten this far in life and have not had a successful relationship, and you are financially stable. I repeat, you are financially stable. You have a village of people that are just ready, ripe, and waiting to help you, to be, your champion. I personally do not feel that child would be at a disadvantage. The only disadvantage that child will probably feel is a father, right? But there are plenty of women that have brothers and fathers and uncles and cousins and stuff that could be that figure to that child. So I'm not against a woman going outside of a man, in vitro, what have you, to have a child. I don't feel like you need to have that to be successful at being a single parent and being a mother to a child, especially if that's something you desire as a woman. Not to say that, I'm going against God and what God has for me is for me and all that great stuff. Like, I believe that. But what if God has for you is for you to be a mother? And, maybe it's just not through a relationship.
All right. So
I'm just saying.
Could you ever be in a relationship with someone that has kids? Let's move on.
Here we go. What is your position on IVF, Shahira?
No, ask you, because you just had a whole speech about it.
I just gave my position on IVF. I'm asking you. There are people who come from 2-parent households and are disadvantaged. You better, Siobhan. Man,
yeah, that's on both sides. Okay. I think both sides it does, because I believe that people marry for the wrong reasons. And that's the point of tonight's Baby Mama, Baby Daddies. They marry because back in the day, homegirl got pregnant. It was a one-night stand, or she, whatever. Listen, that's what the point of tonight is. And then they say, let me marry her. And so they married off of different principles. They didn't marry off of love. They married off of,
I get it.
Let me just do the right thing.
But the conversation is it necessary to have a man or be in a relationship to be a mother? Like, that's not necessary. That's not required.
No, but that wasn't the question. She said about the disadvantage. And I said that people marry off of the wrong reasons, that are 2-parent households that are at a disadvantage. And I say that that's because you marry for the wrong reason. So you birthed a child not necessarily loving the woman. You decided to marry somebody, and you in a 2-parent household, but the man ain't really there. He loving somebody else outside the house, but he married you because I got a child.
I know a lot of children raised by a single parent that are more advantaged.
That's what we just talked about.
Than a child coming from a 2-parent household.
Yeah.
I disagree as well. Every situation is different. Plenty come out of single parent homes and do well. But how can we have a conversation about God without acknowledging that sometimes God's will is that you be a single parent and not continue with a partner? Amber's mama, that was exactly what I was saying. Janae,
what were you saying? I want to hear your comment to Amber's mom.
That's what I was saying, Shahira. Is that
clarify what you were saying?
You don't have to be in a relationship to have a child.
Yeah, but in situations.
So maybe it is part of my story as a woman to have a child, but not necessarily out of me being in a relationship.
But if you came into a situation, let me paint the picture. You came into a situation where you were married, right? And God forbid something happened where he is disabled, and you end up becoming a a single parent because you not only are you taking care of your child, but now you have to take care of two because you're taking care of your husband who's now disabled and your child. So now you're kind of sort of a single parent. Or maybe the person passes away and now you're a single parent, not by choice, but you do. But they originally came into this world with two single parents, and now you carry the torch on as a excellent single mom because you have that in you. You know what it takes to do it because you did it with a parent, with a team, and now you decided, you know what, I don't want to marry nobody else. I'm just going to continue on with being the best parent I can be alone. Now that's different. But if you come in like, you know, let me just Sir Mix-a-Lot up this joint because I'm tired of waiting on a man, I feel differently about that. That's just my point.
So you would never do in vitro?
No, I feel like I wait on Jesus.
So what if you... Okay, so some people do in vitro and they're in relationships because the woman has fertility issues.
That's
so would you do that? Would you do that?
That's their prerogative.
I'm asking you.
I said that's their prerogative.
So you would not?
No, I'm waiting on Jesus.
So you're not going to do in vitro, whether you have a man or not?
Sarah. I'm Sarah out here. I believe in
Janae, I honestly think if we did a poll of those of us who were born into a whole parental unit still experience heavy disadvantages that are overlooked heavily. Yes, I agree. Whether it's a single parent household or a two parent household, there can still be disadvantages. That's my stance. So I agree with you. Amber, it's not me saying this. This topic has been researched a lot actually. Or a man being a single parent. When two parental units aren't ready to have children, etc. Okay. All right. Let's move on. We have, hold on. Do I have some more here?